Hey, welcome back to Real Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's Michál. He's Joe. I'm Brad. And this is episode 100.
Can you see?
How about that?
And
Oh,
2 zeros.
Oh,
100.
that's pretty good.
This guy.
Wow.
100. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what we're going to do.
Me neither.
He's been preparing for this moment.
I love this. We're on this different kind of couch. Pablo's filming. It's exciting. 100 episodes.
It's Real Talk.
What the heck are anybody watching any of this, let alone 100 of them?
Well, I think they're going to be watching today. 'Cause
Why?
We're going to travel down memory lane with you guys. Do a little viewing of
Oh,
your
great.
OG episodes. Checking out how amazing or not amazing you are. You ready? So I'm going to take you back to episode 1. And then I just want
Oh,
to hear a little bit
gosh.
about what your vision was with Real Talk. You ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh, no.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Oh,
for
my
Real Talk.
gosh.
So we're going through a sermon series in the Gospel
Turn
of
it
John.
off.
And if you haven't had a chance to stay
What are
up
you
with
looking
that
at?
series, you can check
Where-
it out.
I don't
Where are you
know.
looking?
There's
You can like us
I
on
feel like it looks
Facebook,
like you've been
Instagram,
hiding in an
or
igloo for
subscribe.
years. Just
Something-
like
the lighting is
The
great.
lighting
it was not
Wow.
Series, because
often.
there are some passages that we're not going to be able to get to.
Yeah, we're not.
on a
You're
Sunday,
very
and some of them are
serious.
kinda sticky
You're very
and
teaching.
a little bit tough. So at this
Wow,
point,
cool zoom in.
Start
Welcome
this
to Real Talk.
I mean, we want to have a real.
This is YouTube.
Who would watch this?
I think 16 people did that.
16. We got 16 views. We thought we were going to break the
That
internet.
was just me and my mom. We just watched it 8 times each.
Well, the cool graphics. That's
Oh.
when producer Jenny would put in awesome graphics.
Look at the
to help.
Pharisees. I remember that.
Should we jump to Joe's first episode?
Yes, we
Oh,
should.
please. This will be fun. I can't wait to see. That's right, because we were doing them on our own.
It was
at
solo
Yeah,
each
yeah,
time back
solo.
then. All right, here we go.
Hey, welcome back to Real Talk. I'm so excited about this new
I still
channel
have
and
that same
opportunity
blouse.
to, way to communicate with you, and we love hearing your feedback. So if you want to comment on this video or send us a note, we'd love to hear things you'd like included in these
Riveting.
things, or comments, feedback you'd give
What,
us.
and that it looks like we took some
these
pallets
talks.
from the back of the
think that's
loading
exactly
dock
what we
and
did.
put it up on the wall, and there's like an owl living in that hole over there.
Hungry, and I thought, I want to bring some food.
I guess these early days were very serious, and
They
You
were
were. You would have been
serious.
guzzling out of the baby bottle.
and there's certainly not an ability to understand what YouTube even is. I mean, but YouTube, I guess, has changed. Maybe no.
So what was the whole point? What did you guys
Yeah,
start this
yeah.
for? Because I feel like it's morphed over the years.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What was your original vision?
Music's still the
music.
same. Just trying to create a space for us to be able to teach and talk about things that we just don't get to on Sunday. I mean, it's pretty
And
simple.
that early episode, those few early episodes in particular, we were in this series going through John, and we wanted to do justice to the book of John, but we knew that on Sunday mornings we couldn't talk about some
Not
of this
enough
stuff.
time
So we
to
were like,
cover it
let's do
all.
it on Real Talk. And so it did kind of start there, but really it was just broader than that. This channel, just another space that we could communicate with the church.
And when we started, I think you said in 2019 we had like 100 people on our YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
yeah.
And now we have more. It's like just a platform to be able to engage and talk about different things that people probably want to hear us talk about, but we just never get to. And trying, I guess, to do it in a way that's real and authentic and not try to have some sort of plasticky Christian facade. I mean, hopefully we've shown people that we disagree. We don't know everything. We're trying to just authentically
Real talk.
engage with the truth and in our walks with Jesus. Yeah.
And I think too, just knowing that things would happen in the world that we wanted to be able to talk about, and things have happened in the world in the last few years, and Real Talk became the place that we talked about it, where it's like, that's not going to happen on a Sunday morning because that's not what that's for. So where can we do it? And I think that's part of why we did Real Talk.
We absolutely beta tested things. Like these early videos, like we're not going to invest a ton of energy and money in it.
Yeah.
Because who the heck knows if it's even going to work? So the entire thing has been an experiment, and we're still learning and trying to figure out, like, we got a lot to learn and still grow. And it's really fun because I think as a team, as we talk about this stuff, try to get better, and you can sort of see an evolution of even the quality of video and sets and, well, not the quality of talking. That hasn't improved whatsoever. It might have gone downhill.
But it has. You've tried different things. So we have first episode of the two of you together.
Ooh.
Oh.
So this past Sunday.
Oh, look at us! Yeah.
Love the size
Church,
difference.
and we're talking about why do we even do this thing?
What am I
called
doing with
church.
my face?
And there's also
It's
some
Brad
funny
and his
things that
dad.
Christians do. Not just the church stuff, but some weird stuff. And so we're going to deal with the serious stuff on Sundays.
Wow, it's funny. It was still only like it was one camera, and they would just zoom in on one of us that was talking. It was still really simple.
Still bad
I mean,
lighting.
So uncomfortable.
It is.
I,
It's
I
so
am
washed
clearly
out.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah, you definitely don't realize how uncomfortable you are with a camera until you use it a lot, and you do this a lot. You get better all the time. We're sitting very close.
We are. Well, because
Which
one
is
camera.
probably
Look at all
makes
the
it more
notes that we
uncomfortable.
have.
Let me tell you something. I'm wearing the same blouse now as I did then. I must never get new clothes over the years.
We were so prepared. Look
look
at
at
all
all
our
the notes.
yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, pause it for a second. I think this is a great time to say this. Like, talk about the evolution of graphics. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
interesting. What was the story behind that? Like, we started
Yeah.
adding graphics.
Well, originally, okay, funny. So originally there was not going to be any graphics. We were like, let's not do any production. It's just super raw. Teach for 8 or 10 minutes. Just Bible. And the guy who was our tech director at the time, we filmed the first one, and he watched it, and he was like, "This is terrible, you guys."
We need something to
he was
distract
like,
the viewers.
he was like, "We
right?
cannot send this out." And so, producer Jenny at the time was like, "Let me see what I can do with
She
it." So
judged
she
it.
started putting in graphics and
Thank
kind of
goodness for
memes and-
Jenny.
yeah.
And we've actually had people say to us from across the country, like, wow, nobody does that. Like, this stuff that pops up on the screen while you're talking. It's kind of fun, like, just
That's
evolution,
funny.
because it sucks so bad that the tech director said it can't go out unless you do something. And Jenny, producer Jenny,
Saved the
made it
day.
happen.
Save the day.
What a
Yeah.
woman.
That's funny.
That's classic.
All right, so I have a couple trivia questions for you guys. Joe, this first one is for you. What was the most watched episode so far? 3 choices. A, Coronavirus Part 2. B, Jesus and gun control. Or C, circumcision.
I'm going with the circ. Circumcision is above those two. That's the most
Most
watched
watched?
Over 2,000 views.
on circumcision.
Circumcision by far.
I remember when we did that episode, though, there were all kinds of like people,
Lots
that,
of comments, weren't there?
interesting people that are really fascinated with this
Yeah.
topic.
Yes.
But one of the reasons when we plan this stuff is we think, nobody ever talks about, like, you're not going to do a Sunday sermon on
That's
circumcision.
not, Sunday.
Right.
So this is a great example of like, who's talking about the purpose and point of circumcision in the Bible?
Where else does that fit in?
Because we have fun, but like there was a purpose for that. Circumcision is all over the Bible, right? It's like it wasn't just totally to screw around for 10 minutes talking about, like, it's all over the Bible. Why the heck is it there?
And that's also all over humanity.
Yeah, there you go.
It's all over everywhere, not just the Bible.
Brad, what episode
Is this
caused...
trivia?
This is trivia.
Okay.
What episode caused the most controversy in the comment section?
And not circumcision?
A, weird things Christians do. B,
Okay.
Jesus and socialism. C, prosperity gospel.
Oh. In the comments section?
In the comment section. Not anyone sending you personal emails or showing
Gotcha.
up on your doorstep.
Gotcha. What was the middle one?
Jesus
Socialism?
and socialism.
That might be it. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Were
That
people
whole
fighting in the
election
comments?
series. Yes.
Yeah, we did that whole like kind of cultural, political at the time of the election.
Yep.
And I think with that one,
And
it
you
was like,
painted me like a particular
I mean,
partisan that
if the shoe fits, if the party fits, put on your donkey hat or your elephant cap, either one. The point with that one was interesting. It's like we were trying to make the point that Jesus would love a socialist, but there were definitely people that misread that, and maybe we didn't do a good job. Probably didn't do a good job. But the whole point was like Jesus would love a socialist.
yeah.
And it's not like he wouldn't. He'd be like, well, you're a socialist, so we're not going to love you. Like, no, he would love everybody. And therefore, as followers of Christ, we weren't actually promoting socialism.
There were certainly some people that would want us to, and there were some people that wanted us to shout it down, and that wasn't the
Yeah.
point of any
And
of
not
it.
even mention the word at all. You ready?
Am I ready for what?
Joe.
Yes.
In season 3, Brad enjoyed a plate of chocolate-covered treats. Which one could he not actually swallow? A, hard-boiled egg. B,
Chocolate covered hard boiled egg?
these are all things that you did put in your mouth.
Okay.
B, Spam. C, olive. Which
Chocolate-
chocolate covered?
Chocolate covered spam.
Oh, he swallowed that with pride. Because it wasn't beef. We all know he wouldn't swallow it.
Chocolate covered.
Any
Wow, we
cured
offered
meat.
him other things.
Chocolate covered hard boiled egg, chocolate covered spam, and chocolate covered olive. He put all of those in his mouth. There was only one that he
spit out.
Yes.
Olives.
No, he swallowed that too. The hard boiled egg.
It was the texture. I was like,
Let's
what is
enjoy
this?
this.
We get to
Let's
watch
enjoy
it?
this
Oh
scene.
gosh.
No. It's making a sound again.
It was with you.
I was not
Yeah.
anticipating this.
Oh, it's a hard-boiled egg.
The texture was so
I don't know if I
weird.
can get that one down.
just want to say.
I don't think I can get it down.
All right, for this next question, we're calling in a special guest.
Producer Jenny!
Our OG producer.
Jenny,
Jenny, just
back
isn't this
on Real
big-
Talk.
This.
All right, so we just got done talking about something disgusting that Brad tried to consume. What traditional Christmas food almost made Joe toss his cookies? A, kiffle. B, holiday stolen. Or C, fruitcake.
Well, because we had all three of those on
He
the
had
set.
all three.
Those are the
But
three,
which
right?
one? He consumed some and thought some were rather enjoyable. Which one made him almost vom?
Vom.
Was it the stolen?
Ding, 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 Jenny.
Let's watch.
Pretty good.
It's good for you because you would.
Oh, I think he likes it. Tell me about it. You need,
No
you
words.
want some water?
I have nothing to say. You do this to me all the time until I put my foot down and said, I'm not eating your crap anymore. And you treat me like something is wrong with me. Jenny, why did you like this so much?
Oh, because look at you.
I think that you had the fruitcake, right? And I think you liked this one.
I mean, look at how sweetly Brad took care of you.
Look at him. Super fun. Jenny,
Wow.
you're the best.
Aren't you glad you stopped by?
Time.
Memories.
Stop by to hang out on memory lane with Real
Of
Talk.
course. Heck yeah.
You're out?
I'm out.
Jenny.
See you, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny. All right, so before we dive into any more old footage, curious, what are some of your favorite moments of Real Talk?
Oh. I've had lots of them. I mean, that's not the only time you ate weird things.
Yeah.
You cooking was good. When you did the one where you cooked, that was good. Would you cook filet?
Yes, and you didn't like it.
No. Well, I never tried it. I thought, like, I wish I would have.
It was
Because
good.
it smelled,
It smelled
so
good.
good.
Do you know what's awesome? Pablo took it home.
Oh, that's right.
Pablo, you have dinner for the night?
That's right.
You took it home. It was like
Were
lunch
you-
and dinner. You're willing to take whatever home.
Were
aren't
you
Did
more
take that?
impressed with the actual product or with Joe's cooking skills? Because he was very good with the utensils.
Oh, I remember that.
What?
Yeah, most people don't use 2 spoons at a time, but most people aren't me. Why? This is the worst. And just work this tomato paste.
And then you finally learned about the whisk.
Oh,
Oh, the whisk.
Instead of the
That looked good.
That was fun.
aromatics, delicious, all that goodness. It's just
And of course, Michál had to buy me an apron that says "I cook as good as I look." Michál
that's
takes
right.
takes
That's
special
not
pride.
what you wear.
That
all
was
the time.
hilarious.
Takes special pride in making sure I have something on.
I forgot about it.
Gosh, can we stop, please? We don't need to do any more of this.
Joe, favorite things from Real Talk?
I just love laughing. I mean, we laugh more off camera probably than we do on camera, and I don't think there's an episode that goes by that we're not belly laughing about
Yeah.
something. I don't know. In a world that's just so, oftentimes for us, we film this on Mondays, and there's always a lot going on. We're tired coming off a Sunday. There's always a lot going on, and we walk down onto the Real Talk set and we laugh like idiots, and that's just good for my soul.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I feel like, to me, that adds to Real Talk. Like, you guys can talk about some very serious topics, but you can still laugh about it too, and the two can coincide with each other. This is my favorite laughing scene. When, once again, you were faced with some trivia.
You're doing all right. One more question. Who was the governor of Syria when Jesus?
You're such a Jenny, he knows I can't. You do this to me every Sunday. This happens every Sunday. If there's a, if there's a name in the text that I have to read, you're laughing. I can't even. On this camera, he knows I can't real talk.
That was a good one.
Every time I've said this word for the last 2 years, you are quick. Every Sunday, I'm the first. I'm coaching with Cornelius was governor.
And you're smiling because you know I'm sitting there laughing.
Cornelius. I can't get any name right. There's not one name.
That one in particular, though, was so great.
I actually am not going to do Christmas at this because
That was so
I'm not
great.
doing this. A low blow. I can't believe. All right.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
All right, move away from the funny stuff. What are
Yeah.
some of the topics you're really glad that you were able to cover? That again, like, just are really hard to cover on a Sunday.
Yeah, the mental health, mental illness stuff. We talked about depression and anxiety and just loneliness. We talked about suicide. That was pretty, like, again, it was real talk. We had fun and in a way, and we did it in our own way, but I don't know, that was meaningful to me, and I think it was meaningful to a lot of people that watched. Like, we got a lot of feedback, and that was like, wow, I'm glad we did this.
I've enjoyed the ones that I can do extended. Like, there's always so much film like in my mind and heart, and so the times that I've been able to do sort of the longer version ones, like talking about going down to Washington D.C. right before the election and all that, that was really cool. But I would say the best ones, the mental illness stuff and suicide was really hard, but good. I liked the time I got to talk to a young woman who immigrated.
Oh,
Just- just immigration and what
Yeah,
that was like. It was just
Yeah.
fun, right? Like to have guests and talk to people. That was good.
Yeah. Mix it up a little bit too. You referenced earlier that Real Talk has kind of morphed over the years, but also that the world has changed over the years, and it's kind of neat that you've been able to talk about some of these issues in real time. So March 2020, as we all know, the world blew up, and we were actually about to do an episode on dirty words, and we had to hit the pause button on it because the dirtiest word of them all, COVID, entered our world, and you guys rolled with it.
Really like.
Hey, welcome back to Real Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us. So we started Real Talk because we want to talk about stuff that's real.
And hand sanitizer is the thing of the day.
These days, it is pretty important. So we're going to talk about what's real right now. Coronavirus.
You know, like, this was early. We didn't even know what coronavirus really was.
Yeah.
This was really before things had shut down. This was like at the very, we're just hearing there's this virus, there's this thing. We don't know.
Running out of toilet paper? You got any of that hidden anywhere?
Is this before we're shut down?
Yeah.
You never know when you get the.
Of course, like as Brad says, we're gonna find a way to laugh about it too, and then try to talk serious.
Every major network, every headline in the newspaper, literally the stock market, they closed the stock market for a few hours.
Oh, crud.
For a little while.
Yeah, the world was
Because
just
it's
starting to react.
chaos.
Yeah.
Schools are
And
closing.
this shows the point of one of the reasons why we do real talk. Turn the cameras on and let's talk.
Yeah, and that's what that was. Like, we don't even know what to say. Just turn them on and let's see what happens, because this is weird what's going on right now.
So let's talk about it.
Let's at least talk about it.
Yeah, so very quickly, I think it was 5 weeks later, you guys were,
We were
sick
still
of
talking about it. Oh my gosh.
And so in this episode, you actually vowed to try to do a whole episode not using the C word at all.
Hey, welcome back to Real Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us. Pastor Joe, we got rules today.
Rules. I like rules.
I am tired of this thing that's going on in the world, so we're not going to talk about it.
We shall not speak the words.
That one.
Are we social
That
distance?
one.
Yeah, remember?
Not
That's
talking
right.
about
We
it.
moved our chairs.
We can talk around it. We can talk about everything else.
Anything but.
Don't mention it.
Because aren't you tired of?
Tired.
This
I
is
know that
week
seems
5?
Yeah.
insensitive
Yeah.
to people. It's-
We're tired of talking about
Hey, Michal,
COVID.
you're there.
Oh,
Michal's
little school picture of Michal. Baby Michal. I forgot that was on the
You look
set.
like a boy. That would be a real talk.
I was a little Amish boy.
That would be a totally different kind of real talk. If we brought in photos of our early years, that would be a good real talk.
All right,
That's
so
funny.
speaking of which, this was about the time I got to enter the scene.
You've
Michál.
been behind the camera, on the other side of the camera. Now you're in front of the camera.
We're
for the
socially
first time.
distant.
So tell our viewers from the other side of the camera, behind the scenes, like what's the weirdest, wackiest real talk stuff you witness on a regular basis?
I mean, on a regular basis, for sure, the prepping of eyebrows, I would definitely say.
Does that have to make?
To me, this just captures real talk. Just this one part.
This is a.
I have no idea the amount of time and effort they go into zhuzhing those things for you weekly. So.
That's
There's no
hilarious.
makeup. That is Santa's turd.
Is this off-camera stuff?
Yes.
Oh, the amount
This
of.
is the before camera stuff.
Did you call it the mess?
Yes.
But the thing is,
So
people
it's a
probably don't know
mess
this,
before
but
the camera starts rolling.
because we
A
like
funny mess. A
we
good
talk
mess.
all the time on camera.
Comes together.
It's nervous energy,
Well, that's good.
right? Like it's
So
trying to find our
also-
bearings.
Yeah, before we dive into something deep.
Yeah, because we want it to be relevant and to be good content, and it's like it's nervous energy. I mean, people probably think that well, they do it all the time. Like we get nervous before any of this stuff, and so it's like we have to work it out, and the way we do it is laughing really hard.
And I struggle to be inappropriate.
Yes.
You struggle to be inappropriate?
Oh, no,
He
no.
struggles to be appropriate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I knew what you meant.
So it's like,
Yes.
you know, then you turn the camera on. But what I didn't know until we got into this a little bit further is the cameras are rolling all the time.
Oh my gosh.
The stuff that they have, you have in files and folders
Yep.
in basements.
From before and after.
You probably have like the giant server somewhere that has all this stuff. I mean, we don't say anything really inappropriate.
No. It's just
But it's just
goofing
we're
around,
goofing
having
off
fun.
and having fun, and we laugh like idiots, and it is fun. But it's kind of nervous energy, and also just kind of lubes things up a little bit so that we can have conversations to help and encourage the flock of the Lord.
But here's what we know. We could not have gotten to 100 episodes without our amazing viewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing you want to say to our viewers, it would be what?
I mean, of course, we're gonna say thank you, but I think we genuinely like. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like I'm joking, but we genuinely mean it. Like, why the heck are they watching?
Exactly. This is asinine.
Seriously,
You have something
three-
better to do.
3 morons on camera for a while, like talking about whatever. No, it's like it's really cool that people let us into their home for a little while, right? Like I know we all hear this. We have people who go, "Oh, every Wednesday night we watch while we're eating dinner."
Yeah.
Like that's
So to think that we're part of their family. in
that's
some ways
way
pretty
cool.
And part of their dinner discussion.
And I think it's honestly, in some ways, helps us keep going because there are weeks that we're like, what are we going to talk about now? Like, do we even want to do this anymore? And then you hear from people that go, this is part of our week. We love it. And we love getting, like, people get to know us a little bit and we talk about our families occasionally and we're just super real.
Yep.
And people, I think, appreciate that.
Yeah, it matters to us. Like we do what we do because we love people.
Yeah.
And if this wasn't helping and encouraging 1 or 2 people out there, we wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because we got better things to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like it means a lot that we can help and encourage people and try to do it in a fun, relevant way. Hopefully the Lord is honored. That's our ultimate goal
Yeah.
too. And so thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that bell.
Are we going to do another 100?
You guys got to tell us what to talk about.
Yeah.
Seriously, we want to know. Get us to another 100.
We would love to do another 100, and your comments help us. So we're watching the comments all the time. And if there's things that you want us to talk about and do or try something different, we're willing to experiment. We'll do something innovative. We'll do things different. Let us know what you think.
All right, another 100. Here we go. Thanks for watching.